pretty disgraceful looking apple.
Well, that apple.
Yeah. Did you know that's an apple, Gwen?
It's an apple?
That box.
It's very high tech. With designer technology, obviously.
In the film industry, that's an apple.
Okay.
And there's a half apple, quarter apple, and a pancake.
Oh, okay.
They all, you know, like if I'm not quite tall enough,
Oh, I see.
I need an apple.
Facebook.
Or whatever.
I see. I did not know that.
Oh look, we've all got our crocky docky doos on.
Yeah, where's your
My
space?
They're in the house. See, we've got Crocs on.
What is this clock business? Where did you get them?
Well, TJ Maxx.
What?
TJ Maxx.
Oh,
But I've got the sparkliest shiny. You know those big sparkly shiny Crocs.
that's right.
Oh, but you see, if you move your feet together, it's like sandpaper and sandpaper. Oh.
Well, where are they? Why aren't you wearing them now?
Oh, because I wasn't feeling very sparkly. I saved them for big occasions.
We had a very quiet day compared to most of the other days we've had.
Oh,
No?
means you didn't have a very good lunch then.
I've got my the rest of your lunch for my lunch tomorrow.
Oh,
What did
okay.
you have for lunch?
I started a bowl.
No shrimp salad thing?
Yeah.
Yeah,
You had some?
You know the rules
No.
about shrimp.
I do.
Good.
Yeah, then none of it will be wasted. I will eat that for
Jolly
lunch.
good. Jolly good. 24 hours for shrimp, otherwise it's done.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll get rid of it. So you were at Hawthorne Hill today?
Yes.
Yes. Where's that?
It's behind Sapito's restaurant.
We had this
Or-
conversation yesterday.
Yeah, I'm
The
still
state police. Or
in Newburyport.
No.
No, Route 1 South in Danvers.
62.
And then the state police. Not that I know where that is.
62. Danvers Animal Hospital?
Oh yes, I know where that is.
Okay, well it's across Route 1
Alright, okay.
and up the hill.
Match.
By the insane asylum. Oh, I know where that
No,
is.
no, it's condos now.
Yeah, condos. Close enough.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's a very historic building.
Yeah. It's an amazing place. At any rate,
Is that the one that they keep saying is haunted?
Probably. I
Well,
don't know.
Is it a beautiful old building?
Yes.
Those condos, and they're convinced that they've got some of the units are haunted.
oh God, I'm sure of it.
That sounds about right.
And it's in beautiful grounds.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's them in Danvers.
Yeah.
Yes, we used to ride horses up there. That place was right down the street from some people that we knew that had horses. So we would
Oh.
ride from Linfield over to the place in Danvers to our friend's farm, and you would come pick us up in the horse trailer. We would spend all day on the trails, but we would ride around
That
the
place.
old building. Yeah.
Was it empty by then?
No, I
No.
don't think it was. I think it was. We're talking like 1975.
Still in use.
Yeah, I think
and you
it's
lot
still
are going
in use.
round in your horses.
Yep. Yep.
And I did a movie at that place.
Oh.
Session 9 was the name of the movie. In the bowels of those buildings, where it was not quite 6 foot clearance,
Oh, nice.
and I had to have a bunch of pigeons and fly them out the window.
Naturally.
So I got down there with all my pigeons, and then I throw them out the window.
Throw them out the window. Not literally, obviously.
Yeah,
You know, I think
yeah, throw them out the window. Ouch, go. Go ahead. Okay,
So that must be the place then.
yeah,
Oh, no, I haven't seen that.
it's gorgeous.
I've read about it.
And as for the nursing home that's there, Shep's mother's there.
Yes,
Okay.
which is nice. Well, it's not nice for Shep's mother to be there, but it was nice to see her.
Well, Janine took the donkey into her room today.
Yes. See? Can't keep that wee... Was it Angus that went?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's such a social bunny.
is he?
He's
You've met Angus.
I met him in the yard today when he and his mother were headed down the driveway.
Why were they outwards?
Janine said leave them loose. I don't know.
Yeah, that's Janine's. That's
That's
Janine's favourite. They won't go far. And I'm like, okay. I'm having palpitations. And I'm like, it's all right. It's
no,
all right.
They were
Or were they
down
down
there in the
there?
parking parking pit, but they were headed up and
Oh, yeah.
down. So I looked out there and it was raining. I said, that doesn't look right. That they're like,
no.
they're gonna go down the driveway.
Yeah, they would. They'd be like, it's wet. Where are we going? Not
Yeah.
here.
So I went out there and Judy helped me round them up and brought them down to the barn.
Yes.
And I was proceeding to put them in the stall with the others.
Uh-huh.
And Judy had to go, so I said, go ahead, I'll take care of this.
Yeah.
But then 5 minutes later, she was at the door with Delight.
Oh!
Delight was also out
I
there
was.
on free range, Delight. And so,
Okay.
Right, okay. Good to know.
Well, that was the excitement on the day I didn't even know about.
That wasn't exciting. What would have been exciting had you come across the 4 goats? They're relatively tame. The 4
and they're
goats.
relatively confined, right?
Yeah. Oh no, but Janine lets the goats out as well.
Okay, well,
And they go visit with Nick.
I didn't know when I found the 2 donkeys out there and then
That there
Delight
was
was
more.
out there. Are there more that we need to go look for? I mean, I'm not completely familiar with the number of cows here and where everyone belongs.
I know. Do you know what we really need? A cattle grid over the driveway.
We,
At which
We
point,
had
you know,
one.
if
Did
you
you have
dig up
one?
some dirt, it's probably,
still there. Yeah, because then they can all just wander. Because they're actually really nice, those wee donkeys.
Okay, I have to tell a story now.
I know where it is.
Where?
I know,
It's
I know exactly where it is.
what?
I know exactly where it is.
Are
In
you?
the driveway. When we first moved here, and I lived in this house, my husband and I, the door, this used to be a garage door, and we would open the garage door, and there was a cattle grid across the driveway, and the horses were all loose in the yard.
Naturally.
And we would sit here in this room right here, and the horses came right up to the door and put their heads in, and
They were like,
now the donkeys came in the back door one day and chewed the ladder.
that's delightful.
Yeah. But everything was loose in the yard.
Yeah.
It was kind of cool.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was kind of cool until
Why can't I tell you where it is?
I planted all my planters, and then Janine lets the goats eat my planters. Where is it?
It's in the manure pile.
No.
It is. It's laying in front of the manure pile, so when you put your bucket down, you can scrape.
Oh.
It's there. It's a big, heavy metal wheel. So there.
It would be a good thing to have.
I don't think we can use it anymore because I bet it's a bit rusted or something.
We should look at Facebook Marketplace for another one.
It was very effective.
No,
Uh-huh.
I had it made.
Did you?
Yeah,
Well, you were interested in welding.
I know.
A few welds, and we could be away to the races.
Yeah. Okay.
Because that would be really nice, wouldn't it?
It would be different.
Yeah. Wouldn't have to cut
It
the
did.
blinking
It did
grass.
work though. It
Yep.
did work. I was always afraid somebody put their leg through it.
I
but they
thought,
didn't.
yeah.
Yes.
it didn't
Oh,
happen.
like an animal.
Yeah.
Or a person.
I was like, oh, that'll teach you. We use cattle. And that's the funny thing because we use cattle grids on farms all the time. You know, at the entrance to a farm,
Yeah.
and places you don't want the animals to go. And I've never heard of an animal or a person becoming a cropper putting their leg down.
Yeah.
Although I tell you, I was on a farm on the island of Colonsay in the Inner Hebrides,
Yeah.
and I always said to the farmer, if I bring a grooming kit and a bridle, can I ride the horse? Because he'd rescue horses, and he said, yeah, not a problem at all. So I got the horse beautifully groomed up, and I put, it was actually a halter with baling twine, you'd like that. So I had a halter with baling twine, and I was just going to ride her bareback. And so got her down, massive slope, down to the cattle grids, turned right, and we were walking down the single track road, not a problem at all, until we went to the end of the farm field, at which point she's like, her friend's calling, and of course, this horse, what I didn't realise when I got on her, actually had an imbalance in her back hips. One leg was longer than the other. She spun round, and the horse was like that because it was all over the place. Shot back up, and I thought I'm going to have to bail because we're going to go over the cattle grids. And you know what happens when they go over a cattle grid at speed. I thought, oh, I'm going to kill the horse. But no, she stopped right in front of the cattle grid, and I calmly dismounted. And then didn't
Calmly?
and then didn't go back on that horse ever again.
Wow.
So, But I've never ridden a horse who's so off balance on the back that it was like you were like.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know where it
I
come
have
from.
either, but,
No. So don't ever try it. It's not good.
oh. Okay. I
So,
won't do that.
and then did you go and get lunch?
Yes, we did, because we were told we could not be back here till 12:30. Because she wanted absolutely no noise here till 12:30.
Oh, excellent.
So we went someplace else for lunch, and
Where
then we
did-
went
where
to
did you
Costco.
go?
Farmer Brown,
Oh, naturally.
and then we went to Costco.
Oh, did you go to Costco?
Well, she went to Costco. I sat there and
Yeah,
ate
you're
ham for
banned.
lunch.
You've got a speeding ban in Costco. You have.
Right. Right. Anyway,
What did you buy in Costco?
I didn't buy anything.
Oh.
She did.
Coffee. We were out of coffee.
We were out of
down to
coffee.
the last single Keurig of coffee that wasn't decaf.
No, we
I
had
understand that pain.
we had some, because yesterday we took in a small box of Dunkin' Donuts.
That was
regular.
2 days ago, and
they're gone.
we drank them all.
We drank them all.
Yeah.
Has it been a multi-coffee sort of like last few days?
And the ones you pick out now are tea and cider.
Oh.
Yeah, we restocked today on regular coffee from Costco, but yeah, we were down to the dregs. Actually, this morning I had some weird flavor coffee that I found in the fridge,
Yeah.
only because it wasn't decaf.
Yeah, that's what I had for breakfast too.
Oh.
Very strange. Any rate,
I had to go out and buy coffee because our coffee machine's not speaking to us any longer. We've got a broken coffee machine.
I heard that.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do about that.
I think I have to put these tiny wee brushes up its spouts.
Good luck.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Well, I
Let's
don't.
plug it first.
Yeah.
My mother used to make coffee with a paper
Yeah,
filter.
in the
Yep.
thing.
Is that called a Chex?
Chimex?
Chimex.
It's like
yeah.
a glass
Ah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
It had a wood, I remember that thing.
In
There
the
was
middle.
a glass device in the middle, had a couple pieces of wood with some rawhide holding them on there.
Yeah.
Is it rawhide?
Yeah, to
Right, yeah.
You still got it?
I doubt it.
I don't have it.
No.
We could have used it.
But my mother was one of these perfection in the cooking department type people.
Mm-hmm.
And what the hell did she put in that coffee pot besides coffee? I think eggshells
Oh.
was one thing. Salt? I don't know.
I wasn't thinking.
Oh, I think
I
you're
don't know.
probably lucky
There
not to
were
have
more
been
than-
there.
No, that sounds
Other than
dreadful.
coffee grind. So she ground the coffee too. I mean, that.
Yeah.
So she grind the coffee, put that on the top of this thing, along with empty eggshells.
Okay.
I don't know why.
Well, that's interesting.
Did she grind the eggshells as well?
But,
No.
empty eggs in the top. Pour the boiling water in. So,
Well,
so,
Do you know the funny thing? My father did a study on coffee just for fun, and he worked out that if you always put coffee through a filter, it removes quite a significant amount of the oils from the coffee, so it is better for your cholesterol. Happily had time to do that, I must admit. But I think probably reducing from a creamer to sort of like get no fat milk would probably help.
Aren't we through a filter there with, or they poke, doesn't poke a hole in the bottom, does it?
What?
The pods, how do the pods work?
The
Oh,
pod
they poke a hole in the top.
at the top, so therefore it's filtered.
But with foil.
What?
Is it not foil?
Foil on the top, but the water goes through a filter, goes through the coffee, and then when the rest of that thing is a filter.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever dissected
Oh,
one to
well,
look inside.
can we go get one and look at? Could you,
Take one of the decaf ones.
We'll sacrifice a decaf.
Because decaf is not our sort of like boat.
it's filtered. What's with you guys? Where do you think the water? Where do we think the water goes?
Through the thing. Through the cup, what is it called? Yeah, the cup thingy. What's that thing called? Yeah.
Which is a filter.
Yes, but it's not a paper filter.
It's a filter.
Well, we dissect a coffee thingy.
Sacrificing a decaf.
What
Yes.
are we doing?
Sacrificing the decaf coffee pod.
So we can look at it.
But you
Yeah.
can't even find it.
No, I got one.
Any of them.
I got it. They took the cover off.
It's a question of where does it go?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Well, I took the cover off. When you take it,
Oh, it smells quite nice. Even if it is decaf.
And the water goes in there, pokes a hole.
it
and the
pokes a
water
hole in
goes-
the top. It does not poke a hole in the bottom. When you take it out, there's
Right.
no hole in the bottom, right?
No, so therefore it's filtered through whatever that paper is.
This paper.
Oh, it is a paper filter.
It's around the edge.
That's amazing.
And
But,
it's-
and on
But
the
it
bottom.
doesn't come
look.
back out the top.
No, it comes back out that side, doesn't it?
Yeah, the filter goes down only part way. So it must poke a hole in it and squirt the water into it and it comes back.
It must go upside down.
Can you go get one that's got a hole in it?
Oh my God.
That's trash.
Bring the machine.
Well, no, I just,
No, the little trash bucket over there should have an empty one.
Does it twist it so it goes in upright and then goes?
oh, okay, update.
What?
There is a pinhole in the bottom. I never knew this.
Oh,
Aha.
There's a pinhole in the bottom. Okay.
so it must sit and sort of like mixed together at the bottom of the filter.
So it punches a hole in the top. The filter only goes down part way, and then it squirts the water out the bottom through this little pinhole.
That makes me like, well, apart from the fact they're not very reusable, but it makes me like it a bit more because it's like proper coffee. I thought it was like coffee liquid they put in and you just sort of like diluted it.
I thought it was coming through the plastic because I didn't know about the pinhole.
Actually, I never knew about the pinhole because it doesn't leak when you take out of the machine. It never drips
No.
on you.
But the other thing is I didn't realise they had a paper filter inside it.
I don't
Sweetheart.
understand the paper filter only going 3/4 of the way down.
Well, you can see in this one, if you hold it up to the light,
Right.
the paper filter is down to here.
You could push your finger through that other paper filter.
So it sprays, the water comes in, it pokes a hole
Goes in there
top,
and mixes with the coffee.
and pushes it down through the pinhole at the bottom.
Excuse me. I wonder if it
What's
puts it
to
through a
prevent it?
pressure.
Why is the filter
Oh, it
thing-
must, because
Because it will squish it. It will
Why is the filter thing there?
to reduce your cholesterol, obviously.
I don't understand.
Because it must hold
Right,
the
but a
water.
drop of water, where it goes in the top, and then get mixed with the coffee, and now you're telling me it goes out through the filter or
no, it
just
goes
plays down?
through the bottom. It goes.
Okay,
the
so why
water
have they
comes
got
in
the
the
filter in
top,
there?
through the
Because
filter, and
it-
out the bottom.
It holds the coffee and the water together longer to get more strength out of the coffee.
Yeah, that.
That's the official reason. I think that's
It's just a question of how it. I mean, water goes downhill. Period.
And it does, because the filter is in the machine this way, and the water comes in the top.
There's no. You're just gonna make fun of me. It's in there. It was wrinkly, right?
What?
yes,
Yes.
maybe like
Yeah.
a regular
It's
filter.
just like a mini coffee pot.
So you're telling me it goes sideways and
No.
then down.
No, the water, when you put the Keurig thing in the machine,
Poked a
a
hole.
needle comes in and pokes a hole in it and
Right.
stays there. And then it starts to brew, and that's when the water is squirting into the cup,
into the
through the
coffee.
filter, and it's coming out through the bottom.
I'll just say, oh, okay, but boy, I don't believe it. I mean, I don't see the physics of why that water goes sideways through the filter, and why it doesn't go just straight down through the bottom.
Because
hole.
it's probably coming in high velocity, so it's squirting down into the filter, forcing it through the small hole at the bottom.
Small hole at the bottom. Why does it go sideways?
Because it's coming in at high velocity. It has to go somewhere. It's coming in. It's got a big hole in the top and a little one on the bottom, so it's got to force the water through it to get it through this little hole.
And it's really interesting because it actually uses a very small amount of coffee.
And a small amount of water.
Yeah.
But I can't wait to read the comments on this.
Anyway, look, moving on. Here's your
Oh,
voting
my
slip.
In my voting slip,
Well, is that your voting slip?
I don't want to vote by mail,
Oh, right, give me it back then. Right, we'll destroy it in case somebody else does it for you.
correct?
I have one more
Alright, okay.
piece to this. If you look at,
Oh, we got it again?
well, there's no hole in the bottom of the filter.
So it has to...
Okay,
sprays-
so the filter is complete, it's not just on the side.
Yes, see, it goes it's up around the sides and the bottom, and there's no hole in the filter.
Okay, I'm liking that better.
Now you have to show everybody on camera.
So when you say it goes only 3/4 of the way down, that's because there's a bottom to the damn thing.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah.
Aha, okay, I feel better.
That's a science experiment for today.
Yeah, okay.
In fact, for the week. Or it could even be for the month.
We've beaten that to death.
Yeah.
Well, you know, Gwen was a physics major.
Excellent. We're now coffee majors. Even better.
And she was a physics major because I tell you that if you majored in math and physics, you'd make more money than somebody who majored in English or philosophy and
French literature was my thing, yeah.
things like that. And both of you did. Are you glad you majored in physics?
I am, because it had the effect of having people say, "Ooh, you must be really smart."
Yeah.
You know, it's not necessarily true. I mean, it just has to, sounds good.
It's the same thing
Yeah.
with math, but you know, oh, really? But I say I track satellites, which is true.
Well, currently.
No,
Okay, that's fine.
this was back then, and we sat there at this machine, and we rolled the film along, matching it up with the dots in the sky,
Mm-hmm.
and all you had to do was match the thing with the dots in the sky. And this was a big math major. And I made twice the money of my roommate, who did the same thing and majored in English. But English just didn't pay. I mean, you know.
No, but they could talk about it at length in flowery language. See, it should have been
Two
equal.
funny rolls. We were just listening to the damn thing that went by. Anyway.
I just thought you were going to tell us that's what you were doing in the evening.
No, I did that. That was what I did for money.
Yeah, well, that's worth it.
It was amazing.
Did you hear all the noise last night?
No?
So many helicopters at the moment.
What?
With their wee flashlights.
What time was
the
that?
last few nights, about 9 o'clock.
Ooh,
I don't know what's going on. It's very noisy.
I don't know.
I know what this is.
Okay. I think I do too. Maybe I do.
Well, I hope you do, because you ordered it.
yeah, that's an order thing.
Yeah.
Oh, is it me?
Yes.
Oh, the buckle guy. I didn't see who it was.
I don't know what gave it away.
This is a special order by Janine.
Oh, did she not like your other ones?
Huh?
Did she not like your other ones?
She doesn't like them because she didn't take a half a minute to understand. Because, see, we like to hook it on those big rings, the 3-inch rings.
Uh-huh.
Those 3-inch rings are heavier metal than the rest.
Right.
And the little clips that I bought, the smaller clips,
Mm-hmm.
these ones, don't fit on those big heavy rings. Never in the whole use of them with horses or donkeys are you going to clip one of these to one of those big heavy rings.
No, 'cause it's too big.
They're not in use. Those big heavy rings are not in use in anything you guys do with a donkey. They're, you know,
Yeah.
they're big harness horse rings. So therefore, this did not fit. But it was also $2 cheaper than what we have in here.
Oh, so is this the expensive upgrade?
I think that's empty.
It's now.
Yeah, see, here's the corresponding thing, $2 more. Which she does, oh my God, you can't do the that.
Can you get the same width of rope through it?
No.
That must be the skinnier rope.
Mm. That won't, rope won't fit through now. Is this what she
Bought.
had?
That's what she bought.
No, that's
No,
what
this
she
is.
bought.
I think this is this.
This is the
this
last,
is what-
last chance.
Yes. But these were $2 cheaper pair.
Here, now play with that.
Okay.
It's not the biggest one around, but it's $2 more expensive. They can get even bigger than that.
Yeah.
It's bigger.
Bit hefty.
Oh.
Yeah. Look.
Ooh, it's significantly hefty.
But
Oh my
you
God.
can put that. You can put the little one to that. I'm sure.
So
I'm
now,
not sure.
now we're comparing the heft of brass snaps.
Put that on there. I'm sure. See, and that's the relationship you have between the stuff you're going to use those ropes for and what's on the donkeys.
Right.
You see,
Yeah.
you will not have those 3-inch rings.
No, because they don't fit under their chins.
Whatever.
They don't.
But that's,
Because we've got small animals. Those are nice.
they are nice, but they're $6 each or something.
Ooh.
And now I did buy some of these because for some reason I'm out of these. I had an awful lot of these. And I don't know anymore. So I bought this size. This was the smallest I dared buy. Because,
That's still quite heavy.
oh yeah,
It's heavier than the metal
sure,
ones.
and both of your little snaps will go on here.
Yeah.
And this is what your halters are made out of.
Yeah, I actually used one of these ones with a double-ended snap and the ring last night
Really?
because I was bringing the little mule in, you know, my naughty little, well, Janine's naughty little mule. I've got a very well-behaved little
Of
mule.
course.
Yeah, Natch. And I was bringing him in, but I didn't want, because he's got such a tiny head, I didn't want the ring on, so I just took the ring off and used it like
Yeah.
with this, and then put the ring back on once I'd disposed of him in a field.
Yeah.
He's the naughtiest little mini mule.
Is it here?
No,
Oh, is it
because
Meredith?
yeah, he's Meredith.
I
He's,
need to go see what's in there.
mine's called Enzo Ferrari. He's lovely, and he's called Aston Martin. And he's a bit of a poop, but Janine loves him. Don't ask why. Oh,
Oh, I don't have, well,
can you manage? There we go.
there you go.
Thank you very much.
In the box, it'd be good to send it stuff
Yes,
around.
save that.
Yeah,
Save the box.
it's the box collection room.
It is. I
I
see
know.
Judy's collecting them up there. I saw her put one
Well,
up there.
I got
yesterday.
it, well, the next thing I got into because of Gwen was I started making these in like this. Because that's what my big ones end up looking like. It's over there on the floor. You want to give a demonstration of that? This is a Great Dane variety,
Great Dane size.
They don't have smell-o-vision
and
though.
this is the corgi size.
Corgi size. So we're going to try these at my house.
And what's inside the corgi one?
A little rubber ball
Oh.
that I don't think they'll ever get out. We'll try.
I'll let you
At
know.
any rate, this gets packaged with a small piece of bacon so that it will pick up the scent
Oh.
to get them started chasing this thing around, hopefully.
Bacon infused.
Yes, I know. I know. At plus $5 for that.
Oh.
At any rate, those are available. Anybody want?
Yeah, but we'll not send the bit of bacon in the package because otherwise it'll rot by the time it gets there.
Well, no, we used
No,
to.
you're
this,
wrong.
but,
Will it not?
No, we used to.
I've used the bacon.
Oh, that bacon! Wow.
Yeah.
Not real
Oh,
bacon.
no.
We put them in a Ziploc bag with a piece of this.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Infuse
I
this
thought,
in.
because you were saying the other day that
Yeah,
Judy had cut
it-
up
well,
your bacon.
it-
I was like,
Two
That-
separate.
yeah.
that-
yeah, that's okay. I was like, oh my gosh. will be sending health hazards. Can you imagine opening that as it comes through from some very hot weather? Oh dear, dear.
Okay.
Right, questions.
Okay, well that's exciting for the day.
Oh, Gwen, did you meet Angus in person yet?
I did. When I
Oh,
saw him
yes.
roaming outside the yard when it was raining, he and his mother were walking around, and
What? Isn't he the best donkey?
he's awfully cute.
He is awfully
He's awfully cute.
He's
I
awfully
rounded them up fairly easily and brought them down to the barn, put them in with the others. Yes, he's darling.
He was darling at the nursing home.
He's darling.
He is.
He is the bestest. And
He's
he's only,
elevator proof.
he's only 4 months old.
I know. I watched him grow up on
I know.
cameras. I watched
Isn't
him
it,
every day.
isn't it incredibly how young he is?
Yes.
I think it's because he's had people poking and prodding him since birth.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So our motto going forward is we poke and prod everything. Nothing is unpokeable or unproddable.
Right. It's training.
Yep.
Proddable is that's an awkward word. We don't prod.
Well, I do. I'm like, move over, move over.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
I was tell you what, I was doing that this morning with Chester and
I bet you don't do that with Bo.
Hey,
no, but I have tried hard.
somebody said your hair looks beautiful. I thought that too.
Do you
I'm
know
sitting
why?
here going, oh, it's
Do you know why?
pretty.
It got wet. See, it goes curly when it's wet.
Oh, mine just goes.
Yes, it goes curly when it's wet.
Yes, your hair does look very nice.
It's
I missed out the first part of that.
Her hair looks nice.
It's curly.
Someone
You like
commented,
it?
her hair looks nice.
Oh, good.
because it got wet in the rain.
Okay.
So it would benefit to the
I,
rain.
I raised 2 children. One of them had very, very curly hair, and the other one had very, very straight hair. And guess what? The curly one spent hours and hours straightening, and the straight one spent hours and hours curling. It never made much sense. But now you're all happy with your heads.
Yeah, thank you for that. But
Oh dearie dear.
Well, the fact that you were 2 absolute opposite hairstyles, and you wanted to be the other one, that
yeah,
took
well, I
long.
got over that when I was 14, so
That's true.
I'm good now. I love my hair. Yeah, I'm good.
Sometimes you've got to work with what you got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, give it up.
And now she just wets it, shakes it, and it's a big halo.
Yep.
See? Perfect.
Hmm.
Halo's probably not the right word either.
I consider it a halo.
Oh, I mean, seriously, there was a nice compliment and then she took it back.
I know.
Honestly, halo will do. Take this away before it gets stabbed. So, yes, I do poke and prod Mo, but she pokes and prods back a bit
I would be
stronger.
very careful about poking
Yeah.
Mo.
Yeah. She wins. Gwen, do you still ride horses?
I don't, because I don't still ride horses because I don't have a horse.
We can arrange that for you.
I know. I know so many people that have horses, and you would think of all the people that I know and all the times I come up here that sometimes someone would offer me a ride on a horse, but it happens very rarely. I can ride, and Janine has hooked me up a couple of times, and every time we do that, she's always relieved that I actually can ride. But
Is she relieved because of the type of horse she's giving you to ride?
no, because I can actually get on myself.
Oh,
And
yeah,
she
she
doesn't
likes
have to
that.
worry about me being
Yes.
scared of falling off. I can ride,
Yes.
but yeah.
She's probably sitting thinking, oh, thank God it's Gwen.
Well-
she knows the story, how this goes.
Well, here's the funny story. When I was down in Aiken, one time I went down to see Janine in her place before her barn was finished. She had a couple of horses down there, and we were going to go off riding near where she was building her house. So we took out 2 horses, and we get out there riding, and my horse was acting up quite a bit to the point where it was problematic. So we decided to switch. Okay, they're both big. I can't get on from the ground, really, neither can she. So we have to switch horses out in the middle of nowhere with nothing to climb on. So it was hoisting, I was up on my horse, I hoisted her up onto my horse, and then I got down and she had to help me up, and it was very, very funny, very improper.
And hey, was the
That would
horse
have been
better?
worth filming.
She got on the one that was rambunctious, so
She
that,
likes horses like that.
yeah, mission accomplished
Yeah.
there. But it was very, very awkward.
Could you redo that, do you think? Yeah?
Probably. It was very funny.
That would
Do you want
be-
smaller
that would
I
be
mean,
worth-
so you could pick up Janine by her belt. That's easy. but-
Yeah.
It was pretty funny. And that wasn't that long ago. It was like a year ago. So
Oh, so that must have been That was the Prince. Did you have Princess down there, the black horse?
Yes,
Yeah.
Princess.
She was the better behaved horse. That was Janine's horse.
Mm.
And then I bet you had. Oh God, you didn't have Chester.
No, because just
Chester's
brown.
Yeah.
No, I was riding a black horse.
So the other one, I don't know who the other one was. It's all beyond me. I keep getting bored. Hmm?
It can't be that long ago because she hasn't had a house
Well, maybe it was 2 years ago. It was very recently.
very recently.
Comparatively recently, and it was hilarious.
Harry, the whole setup would be, I'd like a film of that. I think that would be probably worth filming, don't you think?
Oh yes, Steph. I'm very good on an iPhone camera.
And then out in the middle of Meredith's farm, switch horses.
Yeah. You don't want to fall on the ground because it's so blooming hard.
I bet there aren't too many people that could do that.
And no, the key thing was don't let go of either one of them. That's the cardinal rule of riding out in the woods, is if you fall off, hold on to whatever you can hold on to so the horse doesn't get away.
We've got Chester back. He loves a good amount of excitement in his life.
That really.
Right, so instead of stilts, that's what you and
We
Janine
had to mention
can
that
do.
to Janine again.
Swap horses. They can do that instead of stilts.
I think it might. Look, the stilts are always good.
You do it while wearing stilts.
Ooh.
Oh,
While wearing stilts.
oh no.
Oh yes. So
what? I still don't see why I can't walk on stilts, but I probably.
I'm not sure that's a good idea. I file that in the list with climbing the ladder.
Yeah. You know what stops me is stepping back down off. I'm afraid a knee will just go. And I would fall, and then I would be a bird.
go to the ER, and to the dinner department at Leahy.
I have all those numbers
Yeah,
permanently
yeah.
put on my arm.
Yeah, we like Leahy for lunch. Yeah, so Roger Reid wants you to take Wanda down. Do you need
What?
Roger Reid wants you to take Wanda, and then you can send one to her. There would be an outcry. Eggshells take the bitter out of coffee.
Oh.
Eggshells.
There you go. My mother was like that.
Yeah.
No, there's more
And
than one person.
and they clarify the coffee
Yeah, okay. A bunch of people said that.
and balance the acidity. Right? That's what we'll
So
be
how
doing
do you
tomorrow.
get it into the curry now?
I don't know. We're going to have to carefully peel back the lids. Bit of powdered eggshell. Good to go.
You have to, if you peel back the lid, then it won't go back on
Oh,
properly.
your mother's got a glue gun. So sorted.
Yeah, okay. You guys try that
Yeah,
next week.
exactly. Oh, and then Wanda can come back for the New Year's party. Should be too hot in Florida, honestly. Oh, and the eggshells in ground coffee make the grounds sink to the bottom. So that if you were just making, I presume it, with the grounds loose, that would be really thick coffee.
That one was very simple because you just had this lovely paper that you just folded correctly.
I remember that thing.
And if you ran out, you used a paper towel, which really wasn't the same thing.
Coffee water.
The thing is, it was an emergency way to make coffee. Right now, we have no emergency production of coffee. We are married to that Keurig.
And it looks shaky. Like,
It's shaky, it's right. We had to take the top off to make it work at all.
maybe it's time for a new one?
Have you amended it?
I didn't take it off. I don't know who took it off.
Yeah, it's...
I think we
Yes.
have a second one down in Building 25, but
Yes.
I don't know that.
I don't like those K-cups either.
No.
I mean, the coffee's good, but I object to the plastic.
You can get refillable ones, but it mustn't have the paper filter.
Yeah, I don't know how that works. Well, maybe it has the mesh filter. Like,
Yeah.
at home I use
Ah,
like a metal mesh filter.
yes.
Same one every day, wash it out. Yeah, that's how I make my coffee. Grind the beans and use a filter in my own coffee maker.
So that's what we used to do across there, right? But you know why we stopped? Because we make so much mess with the coffee grounds. Honestly.
Oh, well, yeah. Now, my mother used all her coffee grinds in the garden.
Yes. And do you know Starbucks? You used to be able to go and pick up bags of their used coffee grounds
Wow, really?
for your compost.
Yeah.
I'm not sure they do that any longer.
Oh, I've never heard of that. That
Yeah.
must have been a while ago.
That must have been a while ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, everybody does so many different ways of making coffee.
yeah.
I used to use a mocha pot, you know, the Italian pots that you put in the stove. So it's aluminium,
Oh, yeah.
and then it's got a wee filter, and then it percolates through.
I have a perking pot.
I
Yeah.
had one of those for camping once.
Look at that. Somebody, Roger Reed, actually, we will send you one, because then she can get free cappuccinos.
What?
Roger Reed gets free coffee at one of her resorts.
Oh.
Yeah, then she comes back and she drinks. So she gets down there. She gets Starbucks coffee, but when she comes back up here, she drinks Dunkin' Donuts. And you know how Starbucks is much stronger.
Yeah.
And then you come up here. That would be a shock to your taste buds. How is your hand?
It's sore. Still, I can feel it.
Are the stitches throbbing?
A little bit.
Is there any heat in it?
I don't know. Heat? How do I know? It's all covered up.
Well, maybe it's a wee bit warm. Hey, does it smell like it's rotting? That's the other
No.
taste.
No.
No, okay, we're good. Oh. Apparently you look great today. I
Oh,
think it's
good.
that cheerful pink hand
The
bandage.
pink engine must be.
I know. I am happy it is cooling down, although it's a bit humid.
It's a little humid, but I was so hot here
Last
last time.
It's yes, it does get a bit warm.
What? Wait a second.
I don't know what that Gwen. What? You're going to have to explain yourself, Roger Reed. What do you mean Gwen's older?
I am older than Janine.
Oh, so maybe somebody asked that.
I'm sure that's what he means.
Oh, they want to know if you sell corgis.
No, I don't sell
You
corgis.
feel what?
But she collects corgis.
I collect them. I don't sell any of them.
They're small fluffy things.
No, I don't breed them. I just have a lot
What
of
are
them.
we talking about?
Selling corgis.
Oh, corgis. Oh, yes. Corgis are my second favorite dog, I think.
They are darling.
Huh?
They are darling.
Yeah.
Are they grumpy?
Oh, they are moody.
Are they?
They are moody.
Who is Goldy?
They're moody. They
Oh.
argue. They bicker. They bicker, and they're in separate parts of the room. And there's one in particular that's grumpy, and he'll be over there, and he'll be doing this low rumble. Like, what is your problem? Everyone else is over here. He's like grumbling from afar, telling of his dislike of whatever is happening.
Okay.
Sounds like my house. I don't have corgis.
You know, I hate to mention it now, but in the process of trying to find a puppy for here, I had run into a place that had Danes and corgis. I thought, oh, maybe we just pick up two puppies. One by mistake, they wouldn't notice. Another was a puppy.
We'd hear it. Can you imagine Wanda with a corgi?
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I can. And the sound of the. Remember when the coffee used to percolate and it had the glass thing that would rattle?
Yes,
up and down.
I have that.
Yeah.
I used that in that old house over there.
It's not still in the old house, I'm telling you now. Don't ask me to look for it.
I had the kitchen. I had a.
And they were tall, skinny pots, and they
Yes.
were plug-in electric,
Yep.
weren't they?
Skinny pot.
Well, they weren't like that size. They were, you know,
That's right, because you perked up that, yeah.
Up the way.
Yeah. I didn't hear it.
yeah.
I've heard of girly pots.
What are those?
Those are ones you take camping where you can make a cup of coffee with one sheet of newspaper.
Newspaper.
One piece of, yeah, one, Oh, yes, we went through this. Somebody out here will tell us.
Right.
Girly, it's a very light, you carry it in your backpack, and basically you set it up so that you put a piece of newspaper in the bottom, and it you know, it gets hot all the way up, and it'll boil 1 cup of water. It begins with a G. Come on, guys.
Right, they'll come up. We have an what is it, an aero, whatever it is, and it's like an enormously thick syringe, complete with the, you know, the plastic plunge, the rubber plunger and a syringe, and you put into the top bit, you put, there's a basket goes in the bottom, you put a paper filter on, coffee in through the top of the syringe, water up, give it a wee stir, and leave it to sit for a minute or two, and then you take the plunger. Honest to goodness, with the pressure inside, the vacuum, you stand there like going, and Nick used to say to me, will you make me a coffee? And I'm like, absolutely not. And the pair of us would fight over who was making the coffee because it was such a workout. And then he eventually said, I can't cope with this in the morning. It's absolutely the worst part of the morning. So we had to go to an automated machine.
Sounds like it was for the best.
Yeah, and honestly, and you see if you leant on it, and you tipped slightly, the whole thing just went across the surface.
Jeez, yes.
And then you lost the coffee and had to start again.
A French press, yes, someone said it's a French press, yeah.
Somebody come up with my girly pot.
So there's a storm off the coast that's brought warm, yes, humid air. Yeah, ugh. That's what we've got right now.
Yeah, no good.
Yucky. I presume she's using, are you referring to the main house as the old house?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's just a wee bit older than this one.
No, this one's older.
Is this one older?
It is.
Yeah, we put this up first.
Maybe, 6 months.
Oh,
a year.
No, a couple of weeks. They built this, we got in it.
Oh, I don't remember how long we were in here.
Yeah, and then they moved across the driveway and started on that one.
Well, apparently it's in your book on Amazon.
Who?
It's a gilly pot.
Gilly pot, there you go.
A gilly pot. You demonstrated. You put a fire underneath it.
Yes, right. And
Where did you build the fire?
where did you build the fire?
Yeah, because apparently you demonstrated it, so you must have done it somewhere on here.
On here.
So you provided a demonstration.
I did?
Yeah. Yes.
I don't know.
Probably the tea tent.
I have, probably.
Yeah.
I don't know. I do have 1 or 2 of them.
Do you still?
Yeah, they're down in
Building 25. And you know, Janine's so excited because you said to her, I actually don't think I need most of this stuff.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true, except maybe my cowboy boots. I got a nice pair of cowboy boots.
And have you noticed that there's this incessant like boom, pink, pink, and it's all the acorns coming off the trees
Yes,
onto the roof?
I've noticed that.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. And if you stand outside in the driveway long enough, they just miss you. Just. Oh, you did it at your desk. Did you set a fire on your desk?
That could be.
Oh yeah, that sounds about right.
I also
Okay.
had a blowtorch
A blowtorch. That could
right
have
by
been
my
it.
desk too. That was to put a singe on the lamb that we had.
Not a
The
live
ground.
lamb to eat.
No,
Right.
the ground.
Oh, is it like a cooking torch?
Yeah.
A butane
Well,
thing?
They're all the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had that. Yeah, so when I needed a blowtorch, you went and got it out of the kitchen, not out of my tool shed. What the hell? That's where it was.
Naturally.
Well, yes.
Yes. That's because you didn't have an oven.
That's true.
Yeah. You just-
Well, I want, okay, I was invited to some film party in Boston where the noise was so loud, I could feel it instead of hear it. It was so loud. And they served ground lamb in this exotic-y sort of thing where they just carved off slices of it, and it kind of spin around.
Kebab.
Huh?
Is it a kebab?
Yeah, but it was really weird.
Yeah.
And it was good. So then I tried to do it, and that's not that easy.
Yeah.
But I got the blowtorch part.
Do you know that's a really traditional Glasgow dish? from after you've had far too much to drink and you're staggering out of a nightclub at 3 in the morning.
Oh.
You go get kebab on the way home, and they put it in a pita bread, and it's got finely sliced cabbage, that suspect meat, which is lamb-based, and then fiery as hell sauce on the top of it.
Sounds great.
Yeah, works wonders.
You had me at fiery sauce.
And it keeps you going till you get home in your taxi.
I see.
Yeah, heaven help you if you're ill, because it's got to come back up the way, I'm afraid, with the fiery sauce. Yeah.
Okay.
Souvlaki, yeah. Tzatziki
Souvlaki.
sauce.
No. It's
No,
red
that's
and
good
fiery.
thing.
That's got cucumber on it.
Yeah, cucumber.
Yeah, that's far too calm. That is.
What?
The tzatziki has got cucumber and yogurt and sometimes mint through it.
Dill.
And dill. It's lovely, but it's not the same as a fiery sauce. No. There you go. That's
It
us.
comes from the place I get everything, the pizza. Panori House. What the hell's the name of it?
Pomodori.
Pomodori has souvlaki.
Yes. And you get it in a bowl.
I get it in a bowl.
They're good, the bowls as well.
Yeah. Okay.
The fire was inside the door at the bottom of the pot containing the fire. Oof.
The fire was at the door.
Inside the door at the bottom of the pot. So was it like did it have a little bit to put, so you put a wee fire at the bottom and it percolated through?
Yeah.
So it was all in one unit?
Oh yeah.
Alright, okay. I've never seen one of those. Well, I know you built that house in 1979 because there's a plaque in the fireplace. So was this 1978?
This was literally minutes before they did that. Well, there were only 3 trucks,
Oh, so it all came off the same truck?
and they all came off the same truck.
1979 then.
It was the same small period of time. They just did this place first, then they went and did that place. I would have said
Yeah.
it took longer, but I don't know.
Well, okay, they worked on it for a couple weeks. They got to a point that they then take a week or two and went home for a vacation, and that's when they put the electrical stuff in, and then they came back and finished it up. So that totally building that house, I don't think was a month.
Yeah.
And they stayed at a motel downtown. There were 3 of them.
I mean, you didn't want to stay here.
I was staying here. Tom and I were here, and the kids were upstairs, and all their friends were upstairs.
Right, so I was gonna say, Janine and I were here with 2 or 3 of our friends. We all had horses down in the barn, and we would go trail riding during the day. But yeah, with a bunch of us kids upstairs, and the kitchen was outside. We had a fire pit and a refrigerator out on the hill here.
Yeah.
And we spent the summer, eating out there.
Sounds quite nice.
It was fun. It was kind of like camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing nicer than having your horse down the hill.
And that was fun. Because
Yeah.
we were all doing a lot of trail riding, so.
So actually, it's the perfect environment.
Is that when you went to Vermont?
Yes.
From here, from this building? Somehow I remember the dyeing of the underwear
As in DYE.
when they were competing.
Oh, that's when we were doing competitive trail riding at the GMHA in Woodstock, Vermont. And Rachel Simons had underwear that showed through her britches, maybe?
So you had to dye it.
Who was this?
Rachel Simons.
Rachel. Okay.
And I was just thinking of this the other day. You took us all up there in the 55-foot long gooseneck horse trail, and we just crammed like 8 horses in there. And we went, you drove us up to Woodstock to go on the trail ride, and there became an intersection somewhere where you needed someone to get out and direct traffic, and Rachel Simons got out of the truck, and she was this big, and she was wearing her riding pants, she had long braids, she was about 13. She got out there in the intersection and stopped traffic while you turned around, and we laughed because she was this little tiny pixie out there in the intersection.
I remember that one.
Yeah, she had two long
I remember
dark
that
braids.
one. I remember what she looked like, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember trying to get down the mountain with the brakes on that truck in that big heavy
Oh,
trailer
good grief, I
behind.
can imagine that.
Oh my God! It was a fifth wheel.
Yeah.
It was 53 feet, I think, is the official length of them. But Jesus,
It had 3 horses. 3 horses. The ramp was in the middle. Had 3 horses facing the middle, so they were facing each other.
Other.
3 horses rode backwards, and 3 horses rode frontwards, and then a bunch more.
everybody
In the
crammed.
middle.
Other ones got crammed in the middle.
But there was a tack room.
And there was also a tack room, and us kids rode in the tack room.
The what?
We rode in the tack room.
You
Back
could get
then,
away with you could get away with that back
we
in
had
those
back
days.
then. That's why I'm
Yeah.
saying we went through this intersection, and Rachel Simons popped out of the tack room and went into the intersection to block traffic. I wonder if she remembers that.
My worst was the
She's
break.
maybe still traumatized by it.
It was very funny.
Oh dear.
Oh, what are they doing? Rachel?
They're around on the internet and whatnot.
Huh?
They're around.
What does she do for a
I don't know. I see her now and then on Facebook. I don't know what she's doing.
Now, how about the Nutter Bunch?
They're around.
I want to go over to see their parents.
We'll go.
Yeah, I will do that. I was supposed to call him on Monday. This is what, Tuesday?
Thursday.
Thursday. I didn't make it. Try it next Monday.
Yeah, we've been busy this week.
That's true.
Yeah.
Is he getting wounded?
Oh yeah. One of us is.
Yes.
So, here we go. It is. You got dinner?
I don't think
Yes.
so. We looked at dinner.
Excellent.
Yes, if you recall, I went to the market today and bought a whole bunch of things.
You did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have a choice of things for dinner. Indian, we got protein
Yeah.
bowls and macaroni and cheese.
Sounding good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. Well, we'll be back. Tomorrow is Friday if it's Thursday today.
Yeah.
We're good at this. Oh, knees, 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 knees.
Okay.
Right. Night night.
Bye.